I would like to meet you. I'm glad to finally get a hold of you. Shall we make it 2 o'clock? Is there any possibility we can move the meeting to Monday? I'd like to speak to Mr. John Smith. Let me confirm this. You're Mr. Young of ABC Company, is that correct? Could you spell your name, please? I'm afraid he's on the other line. Would you mind holding? May I leave a message? I'm afraid he is not available now. How do you do? My name is Ken Tanaka. Please call me Ken. John Brown. I'm in the production department. I supervise quality control. This is Mr. Robinson calling from World Trading Company. I have had 5 years' experience with a company as a salesman. Since my graduation from the school, I've been employed with the Green Hotel as a cashier. I got a degree in literature and took a course in typing. I worked in the accounting section of a manufacturer of electrical products. With my strong academic background, I'm capable and competent. Please call me Julia. She is probably one of the foremost plastic surgeons on the West Coast these days. Keep the documents in each file in chronological order, please. File letters from the same customer in the same file. Would you please bring me the Smith file? I checked all the cross-reference, but still cannot find the information on Conic Company. Keep the documents in each file in chronological order. The invoice information is filed under the name of the client. Be consistent. Always file letters from the same customer in the same files. Now I understand. To file under the name of the firm or job may keep the relevant documents together. Number 6 and 7 are about the use of cross-reference slips whenever necessary. You'll have to examine your work every day according to these instructions. Let's get down to the business, shall we? We'd like to discuss the price you quoted. There's something I'd like to talk to you. Mrs. Green, may I talk to you for a minute? I just received your report on the new project. I'm sorry, but it's not what I want. We need more facts and more concrete information. I'm here to talk about importing children's clothing. I've been hoping to establish business relationship with your company. Here are the catalogs and pattern books that will give you a rough idea of our products. We shall go with our discussion in detail tomorrow. We're going to need everybody's input on this project. I'd prefer to meet in the morning. I'm going to be out of the office most afternoons next week. Let's set it up for 9:30 Wednesday. I was hoping you would cover for me at the strategy meeting this afternoon. I've got 2 committee meetings back to back this afternoon. Keep to the point, please. I think we'd better leave that for another meeting. We really appreciate your speech. I missed that. Could you say it again, please? I'd like to express my thanks for your participation. I want as many ideas as possible to increase our market share in Japan. How do you feel about that, Jane? Basically, I agree with what you said. That sounds like a fine idea. I think we need to buy a new copier. I had a feeling he was in favor of the plan. How is your schedule today? It would be a big help if you could arrange the meeting. Please finish this assignment by Monday. Be careful not to make the same kinds of mistake again. The goods we received were different from the original sample. We were sorry for this delay. That was shipped on September 10th. It should reach you in 2 or 3 days. What seems to be the trouble? We'll soon give you a satisfactory replay. Our store has a special department to handle customer complaints. I'll get our manager on duty at once, and you can speak to him. We can try and repair it for you. The pamphlet has the information about our after-sale service. We'll send our salesmen to your company with demonstration models. I'd like to introduce you to the new members of the project group. I'm sorry, but I have another appointment. That sounds great. Can we talk a little bit about the project? We'll take care of the bill. We're glad you joined us. Well, that was a great meal. I recommend the rib roast. It's just the appointment is at the lobby of the International Hotel. Thank you for setting us straight on the second level of our project. We only meet each other when we get our salary. It's called BYOB party, and we play drinking games. Sometimes it's really crazy. It was very kind of you to invite us. I hope you enjoy the party. This is for you. I hope you like it. Mind if I sit here? Do you enjoy this kind of party? Could you introduce me to Miss White? I'm happy to host this dinner party in honor of our friends. They look really inviting. This is the most beautiful dessert I've ever seen in my life. I've heard so much about you. I wish to extend our warm welcome to the friends of Beijing. I wish to express our heartfelt thanks to you for your gracious assistance. I'll surely remember you and your invitation to him. Please, yourself at home. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The concert would start soon. Please get yourself seated. This concludes the opening ceremony. On the occasion of the season, I would like to extend season's greetings. Wish you the very best of luck in your job, good health, and a happy family. Now I would like to give you a brief overview of Beijing's economy. So long, my friends. See you again, and take good care of yourself in the future days. It's really been great talking to you. Have a nice day. I hope we're not interrupting anything. We want to say goodbye too. Well, I have an appointment now. I think I have to go. I guess I'd better go now. It's getting late. I'm in quite a hurry too, so see you later. We're so sorry that you have to leave. Well, take care of yourself. I hope we can get together again. I hope to see you again soon. Please keep in touch. I hope you can come back to China again sometime. Hi, Jane. How are you doing this morning? Hi, Tim. How are you? I haven't seen you for a long time. Hi there. My name is Terry. You're new around here, huh? Thank you. I'm delighted to be working here. Miss Butchwald. What name shall I say? Good morning. May I introduce myself? My name's Peter King, and I'm new here. What's happening? How is everything going? How are you doing? What's new? Where's Bill? He's late again. Traffic is probably holding him up. He commutes from the suburbs. He takes the train, remember? Well, the train shouldn't be late. It's too difficult to park your car in the city. How do you get to work every day? It's not easy commuting every day. We should cut him some slack. In all, the trip's got to take more than 2 hours. Here are some samples of various kinds of high-quality tea. This is the price list with specifications. We're going for business on the basic of mutual benefit. If you can let us have a competitive quotation, we will place our orders right now. That is our bottom price. We shall go on with our discussion in detail tomorrow. To have this business concluded, you need to lower your price at least by 3%. I'm afraid there's no room for any reduction in price. That's almost cost price, but we could lower it if you want to make a big purchase. It's a deal. Now I'd like to open it up for questions. I'd be very interested to hear your comments. I have a question I would like to ask. Good question. Does that answer your question? Thank you for listening. That concludes the formal part of my presentation. Do you mean... We have about 20 minutes for questions and discussion. Can you talk about what plans we have for the future? Tomatoes are rich in vitamins. This ham is a specialty of Jinhua, Zhejiang province. I'd recommend essence of Chinese turtles made in Jiangsu. Would you mind my recommending this milk powder? This kind of tonic is especially good for pregnant and lactating mothers. Which would prefer, tea or coffee? Can I get you something to eat? Would you like something to eat? A sandwich or a cookie? Can you stay for dinner? Would you like something? A cookie or a piece of cake? I heartily congratulate you on your promotion. Congratulations on your marriage. I'd like to propose a toast to Jane. Congratulations on your new baby. May I express my sincere condolences to you on your father's death. Don't be discouraged. I hope you'll get better soon. I'm really sorry this had to happen. Please accept my deepest sympathies. Cheer up. Hello, East Corporation, good morning. May I help you? Sales Department, may I help you? Jane? Good to hear from you. How are things? May I ask who's calling? May I have your name, please? What section are you calling? I'll put you through to Mr. Tanaka. For waiting, go ahead, please. I'll connect you with the department. The line is busy. Hello, this is Miss Tanaka of East Corporation. Hello, this is Miss Kimura. Can I talk to Mr. Brown? I'd like to speak to Mr. John Brown, the manager of the export section. May I have the international department? May I speak to someone in charge of marketing? I'm calling in connection with the specification of the ordered model. I'm calling you about my scheduled visit to our office in Chicago, early next month. I'm sorry for calling you so late at night. Could you deliver them by the end of this month? Could you tell me when he'll be back? Will you wait a moment, please? Do you have an appointment with him? Mr. Brown, I have been informed of your visit. I have a car waiting outside to take you to our head office. It was nice of you to come and meet me. I'm at your disposal. Would you mind telling me what your schedule is from now on during your stay in Japan? I've been looking forward to meeting you. I'm honored to meet you. I know you very well as an expert in telecommunication. Could you tell me a little about your company? Glad to send you all possible information on our products. We started up in Tokyo in 1967. The price list is not readily available. We've been in business for over 30 years. We also have 3 factories abroad. We now have around 10,000 employees. Our R&D center are located not only in Japan, but California as well. We're mainly producing audio-visual equipments. We produce the largest selling TV set in the world. It's been nice seeing you. I couldn't have done it without you. Please give my best regards to Miss Green. I look forward to seeing you again. I'll see you in Los Angeles next month. I hope to see you in Japan sometime. It was a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Brown. Say hello to everyone. Give Jane my best. The chief concierge will assign drivers available at the time for the journey. I would like to see Mr. John Brown of the sales department. I have an appointment with him at 3 o'clock. I would like to visit the international department. Where can I find the sales department? It's nice to meet you, Mr. Brown. I'm Jong Young of East Corporation. I'm a salesman for East Corporation. Here's my business card. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I was caught in a traffic jam. Mr. Brown, I'd like to introduce Mr. White. We go back a long way. Has your company done any research in this field? If you are interested, I will prepare a list of them. I would be obliged if you could provide us with a brochure which lists all your products. I understand. Perhaps you could supplement the brochure by describing your most recent products? If you don't mind, I would prefer to continue for another half hour. From our standpoint, this issue is really necessary to consider. Without it, I do not think you can grasp the whole picture. I propose we take it up now. Our policy is to not grant exclusivity. It is to pinpoint an exact date. I have to consult with some other experts who are very busy. I will try, but no promises. Have you applied at the embassy for a visa yet? I hear you're being sent to Madrid for the annual conference. Being able to go to the conference sounds like such a great opportunity. All I had to do was fill out the paperwork and pay the application fee. I have everything except for my luggage ready. What time is your flight? They have expanded and are doing better than they were last quarter. I am still suffering from jet lag.
If your flight is leaving so early, I can take you to the airport and see you off.
Yes, especially with so many of our executives going back and forth from here to Japan. T-shirts of this brand are especially popular with young people. This is a newly developed tonic without hormone. It is suitable for middle-aged and old people. It sells well both in China and abroad and enjoys a good fame. It is excellent for its handiness, elegance, and beauty. Personally, I think pale green curtain made out of silk would be ideal. If such is the case, then I would advise you to equip it with simple furniture. I think a rattle is the best thing. It is 2 pence colored. I can assure you it wears well and keeps its shape. This color suits your complexion. Sorry, but I can't make it any cheaper. How much would you like it to be? You can't get this make for less anywhere else. Our manager has agreed to give you a 5% discount. Considering the quality, it is worth the price. I'll bring the price down to $30 a piece if you make a big purchase. Let's meet halfway. You can get a 10 RMB discount. As you have made many other purchases, I will take off 10% from the price of the tag. We are practically giving this away. If this coat doesn't fit, you may bring it back later. If there's something wrong with it, please come back to me. You may exchange it for something of the same price. Do you have the receipt? We will make good on this cassette player. The rules are the rules. I'm sorry we can't refund your money because it was used improperly. I'm afraid they are not the same price, and the balance is 32. We're sorry that this has happened. All goods purchased here can be delivered free. We'll arrange for a trained technician to install it for you. What's the problem? The sweater is out of shape. The color is gone. It doesn't work as well as the advertisement says. We'll soon give you a satisfactory reply. Our store has a special department to handle customer complaints. I'll get our manager on duty at once, and you can speak to him. We can try and repair it for you. We can either give your money back or change you another radio. I can give something else if you like. Hello, is this the bakery? I'm sorry, but the line is busy at the moment. Could you please prepare a bouquet of flowers? I'd like to order 3 boxes of beer. Can I have your full name, address, and phone number? Can I reach you by this number? Please make a remittance of 1,500 RMB for the books you've ordered. The postage is included. When will you come for it, sir? Will you come to get it yourself or have us send it to you? If you don't come to fetch your goods in 3 days, we'll have to cancel the order. The arrival is almost a month behind schedule. You sent the wrong items. We ordered the newest model, but you sent us the older models. I have a complaint about your last shipment. The last shipment we received from you was damaged. I regret to inform you that we found most the hard disks you shipped last month to be unserviceable. It is not necessary for us to make payment for the damaged goods under the terms of the contract. Or will you replace the defective items without delay? You're requested to make reimbursement to cover our damages. Are you ready to reimburse for our damages? I'm afraid we haven't received any payment yet. What's happening? Which floor has restaurants? The souvenir shop is on the second floor of the restaurant. Where is the reception area in your restaurant, please? Where can I see a football match in Beijing? It's about 500 meters that way, just behind the shopping center. The business center is on the corner of the second floor. Where can I buy a suitcase? Do you know any good sports shops? Where can I find the credit card center? Where do we collect the tickets? I'm sorry, I can't because that would be against our store regulation. I'm sorry, we'll refund you. We're sorry to have inconvenienced you. I'm sorry, miss, but this watch is beyond repair. I apologize to you for our mistake. We're very sorry for any inconvenience that this has caused you. I have to apologize to you for our delay in shipment. At any rate, it is our fault that we failed to make the shipment as we promised you in the contract. It is our mistake. I'm very sorry about that. We'll take care of it right away. I promise you we'll never make a similar mistake again in the future. Thanks for everything you've done for me. It's very kind of you to help me with the luggage. I do appreciate your timely help. I'm much obliged to you for your patient explanations and introduction. I really can't thank you enough. Delighted to have been of some assistance. I'm glad to have been of some service. It's most thoughtful of you. That's what I'm here for. At your service. I'm looking for insurance from your company. We can serve you with a broad range of coverage against all kinds of risks for sea transport. We cover insurance on the 100 tons of wool. We cannot comply with your request for insuring your order of 130% of its invoice value. Please cover the goods detailed below. After loading the goods on board the ship, I go to the insurance company to have insured. When should I go to the insurance company to have the tea insured? What is the insurance premium? The cover paid for will vary according to the type of goods and circumstances. The rates quoted by us are very moderate. Of course, the premium varies with the range of insurance. Let's get down to business. What's the purpose of your visit to us? I wish you help you enjoy your stay here in every possible way. I certainly will refer your request to our management.
We want to have more detailed information on your products, such as price lists and specification, etc.
I'd like to recommend Mr. Wong for the position. Could you provide me with information and data on the present demand for our products in your country? All the up-to-date catalogs, documents, and some data are prepared here for your convenience. Sure, glad to send you all possible information on our products. The price list is not readily available.
We all know that the worldwide trend is towards environment-friendly technology.
I'm sure you are interested in saving the operating costs of the factory. Our survey shows that your company has obtained certain patents which could be attractive. If you are interested, I will prepare a list of them. We read an article that indicates your interest in recycling. We heard from the trade that your company is considering diversifying into telecommunication business. I would like to add a few comments which may have some bearing on the subject. Before we move on to the next subject, let us not overlook the importance of competitive products. May I hold my answer to your question until we have finished the discussion? I would really appreciate it if I am allowed first to have a clear understanding about your marketing strategy. I would like to ask you a question. Would you care to answer my question on the warranty? I really need some input from you. I have to raise some issues which may be embarrassing. Sorry, but could you kindly repeat what you just said? I have a habit of mixing in colloquial expressions. When I do, just raise your hand and stop me. It would help if you could try to speak a little slower. I would appreciate it if you could provide your response in writing. I hate to trouble you, but would you write down what you just said? I could not quite catch it. If I understand you correctly, you indicated that you agreed to our proposal in principle? Unfortunately, I'm not too familiar with some of the words that you just used. Let us shake hands on that. We accept your proposal on the sales territory. I can accept your proposal on the scope of the technology, but not the others. We accept your proposal subject to certain conditions. To avoid any misunderstanding, I have written them down. Although there are still some unresolved points, we are still inclined to accept your proposal. Let us try to use your memorandum as basis for our discussions, although we have some comments. Perhaps they can be described as a little bit of both. Of course, I will have them prepared by dinner time today. Frankly speaking, I do not feel your proposal is acceptable. Please extend the common courtesy to let other sides speak. You have had your stay. It's our turn now. Pardon me, but I'm afraid we are drifting away somewhat from our course. Sorry, I may have gotten carried away. Yes, let us stick to the subject at hand. Can anyone tell me where all this is heading to? May I confirm at this stage that your interest to proceed has not changed? Is there anything on your mind? You seem to be preoccupied with something. We understand that your company is not interested in the communications market. Please do not jump to conclusions. I simply did not say that. I'd like to get things underway. Mr. Jones, would you start things off? What is your opinion on this matter? I propose more advertising for this project. I'd like to ask you a question. I'd like to confirm the purpose of this meeting. What do you mean by that? We should keep in mind that high-quality advertising improves sales. I would agree with you up to that point. We can be flexible. Do you think you can handle that? Did you have a chance to look over the estimate I sent for your gala dinner project next month? We can help you with the production according to your needs. We will only be able to give on-site management support services on a limited basis. I reviewed your estimate. The project blueprint you sent with the estimate is not quite what we had in mind. The latest version of the project I have is version 12. Is that current? You are looking at an increased cost of, I'd say, maybe 10%. Do you think it would be possible to extend your confirmation deadline? The earliest I will be able to get back to you is tomorrow morning. We specialize in the export of Japanese light industrial products. Your letter expressing the hope of establishing business connections with us has met with approval. We shall be glad to enter into business relations with you. Our mutual understanding and cooperation will certainly result in important business. We would like to ask you to kindly send us the related information. I'd like to change my reservation. Actually, it is more than we need. We are now writing you for the purpose of establishing business relations with you. Your desire to establish business relations coincides with ours. I don't agree with you. It appears that you are not inclined to address my question today. It is pinpoint and exact date. I have to consult with some other experts who are very busy. Our project must proceed at a reasonable, quick tempo. Surely 1 month is ample time, isn't it? I will try, but no promises. I have faith in your capabilities to get an answer within that 1 month. I cannot guarantee the outcome. I will give it to my utmost effort. I have been patiently waiting for your answer, but can't wait any longer. I must have your answer today. You have postponed answering your question several times. In order to understand exactly what you seek, could you write down your question? It's too dark. I'd like a lighter color. I'm looking for something less expensive. The traffic is so heavy, I think it's quicker to walk. I recommend the Thai restaurant for you. My contention is that the scheme will never work.
Let's lay our heads together to see which of the plans is better.
Let's put our heads together and see what we should do. Lay your heads together and see if you can think out a scheme. It doesn't matter if opinions differ. We can compare the different proposals. At present, absolutely, safe schemes are being investigated and compared. Thank you all in attendance today. I know it's a busy day for you all. Next week, we can cast the final approval. Are there any more comments? We are running short of time. Please be brief. I think we'd better leave that for another meeting.
Please join me in thanking Mr. Bill.
I'd like to express my thanks for your participation. Thanks for listening. We'll make further discussion next week. Would you like to add anything, Tony? Will management talk to him about his appearance? We must wear white shirts, dark suits, and ties. We are allowed to wear more casual jackets and trousers. Marketing and sales staff always dress for success. Dressing professional is being professional. My coworker's been coming to work dressed in jeans and sweatshirts. Even if our company didn't have a dress code, I still think people would wear formal clothing to work. The image that you portray to others is so important in business. You can't go on a sales call if you are dressed in jeans because it's just not respectful to your clients. How other people perceive you, that makes the difference between landing or losing a sale.
Ms. Green, we'll have a welcome party for you tomorrow evening. Is that all right with you?
We're going to have a party this weekend at Central Park. I'd like to invite you to my birthday party this weekend. We're having a party next Friday. The concert is on the 12th at 9 p.m. I've got tickets for Peking Opera. I'm going to the coffee bar with a friend. Would you like to play tennis? Let's have a game of golf. I'd like to book a massage in the health club. What a beautiful place you work in. This office looks like a pigsty. A safe and healthy work environment produces performance. Our company has a good and safe work environment. Comfortable work environment is another kind of welfare. Everyone in our company is expected to contribute establishing a good work environment. The air here is really refreshing. Our company just sits opposite a park. What is a good environment for you? Your company must be an attractive workplace for the staff to appear happy and energetic. It's difficult dealing with him. Your job seems difficult. My boss doesn't appreciate me. My boss has it in for me. It's really unusual for us to go against our boss. My boss is targeting at me. No matter what I do, the boss is never happy. Everyone is goofing around. I think I'm underpaid. A little bird told me that Tony was going to be fired.